Bill of Rights, brought to you by the YouTube channel Everything Law. In this episode, we will explore how the Constitution of Kenya enforces the Bill of Rights through Articles 22 and 23. These provisions empower individuals to seek justice and provide a framework for courts to uphold fundamental freedoms. Stay tuned as we break down these articles, explain their significance, and guide you on how to use them effectively. Understanding Article 22 and the right to institute court proceedings is our first step. Article 22 is a cornerstone of Kenya's Bill of Rights. It provides every individual with the right to approach the courts when their rights or fundamental freedoms are at risk. So this article embodies the principle that justice must be accessible to all, irrespective of the circumstances. Key provisions of Article 22 include individual rights to sue, like everybody has the right to initiate court proceedings if they believe their rights or freedoms have been denied, violated, infringed, or under threat. This guarantees a direct pathway to justice for all citizens. Number two, the second key provision under Article 22, extended representation. Article 22 recognizes that everyone may be able to act on their own behalf. It allows for a person to act on behalf of another who cannot represent themselves, and a person to act in the interest of a group or a class of persons, and a person to act in the public interest, an association to act in the interest of one or more of its members. This inclusivity ensures that marginalized groups and individuals who might lack the means or capacity to seek justice are not left behind. Simplified court procedures is our next section. To ensure accessibility, the Chief Justice is tasked with formulating rules that 1. Fully facilitate the rights of standing for individuals and groups, minimize formalities, allowing users to proceed with informal documentation if necessary. Another thing is eliminate fees for commencing proceedings, removing financial barriers to justice, prevent procedural technicalities from obstructing justice while adhering to the rules of natural justice, and allowing organizations or individuals with relative expertise to appear as friends of the court with the court's permission. Let's look at guarantee of access to justice. Even in the absence of specific rules, individuals retain the right to commence proceedings under Article 22. Courts are obliged to hear and determine such cases, ensuring that procedural gaps do not hinder access to justice. Article 23 talks on authority of courts to uphold and enforce rights. Article 23 of the Constitution of Kenya defines the authority of courts in enforcing the Bill of Rights. It ensures that violations or threats to rights are addressed effectively through legal mechanisms. On jurisdiction of the court, the High Court, as outlined in Article 165, is the primary forum for addressing violations of rights. It has the jurisdiction to hear and determine applications for redress related to any denial, violation, infringement, or threat to rights and freedoms. What is the role of subordinate courts? To enhance access to justice, Parliament is empowered to enact legislation granting subordinate courts original jurisdiction in specific cases. This decentralization ensures that justice is not confined to higher courts but is accessible to individuals at all levels. And what are the remedies available? In proceedings brought under Article 22 of the Constitution of Kenya, courts can grant various forms of relief, including declaration of rights, which is a formal affirmation of the existence and scope of a specific right of freedom. The courts can offer injunctions. These are orders to prevent ongoing or future violations of rights. The courts can do conservatory orders, temporary measures to preserve the status quo while a case is being determined. Courts can do invalidation of laws. Courts can declare laws that violate rights as invalid, provided they are not justified under Article 24. Courts can offer compensation, financial remedies for individuals whose rights have been infringed. That's what compensation is. Courts can also do a judicial review, a review of actions or decisions by public bodies to ensure compliance with constitutional provisions. What are the practical implications for citizens? Understanding Articles 22 and 23 is crucial for anyone seeking to protect their rights. Here are some key takeaways. Act promptly. That's the first thing. If you believe your rights have been violated, take immediate action by initiating court proceedings. Number two, seek representation. If you cannot act on your own, identify someone who can represent your interests or those of a group. Okay? Identify someone, seek an advocate, seek a lawyer, depending on the jurisdiction. In Kenya, you seek an advocate because only advocates are able to present you in a court of law. So, number three, but you can also do self representation. But when it comes to human rights cases, it's best to seek an advocate or seek an advocate's opinion. Seek an advocate's opinion. So, number three, another practical implication for citizens: know your remedies. Always read the Constitution of Kenya. Start by reading the Constitution of Kenya to know where do you stand with the law of Kenya. Do your own research for some time and again seek an advocate. So familiarize yourself with the reliefs available such as injunctions, compensation or judicial review. Ignorance is never bliss when it comes to the law. Number four, utilize subordinate courts. Leverage the jurisdiction of subordinate courts for quicker resolutions in appropriate cases. Okay, yeah, so basically that's it. Have I forgotten something? So to bring like some of these provisions to life, let's do like a case study, some real life applications. Okay, for example, number one, a case of public interest. A citizen files a case on behalf of a marginalized community whose rights to clean water has been violated due to industrial pollution. The court issues an injunction to halt the industrial activities and orders compensation for the affected community if these people prove like these people are really violating their rights by polluting the environment, air. You see, they have to prove it though. That's like in a case of public interest, where a citizen files a case on behalf of a marginalized community or just like residents who file a case because their rights to clean water has been violated or right to clean air has been violated due to industrial pollution. So the court issues like an injunction so that the industrial activities can be halted and orders compensation for the affected community or residents. Another case study, invalidation of unjust laws. A law restricting access to certain public spaces is challenged in court for violating the right to equality. The court declares the law invalid under Article 23. Another case study, compensation for infringement. So an individual whose property was unlawfully seized by authorities is awarded financial compensation by the court. For example, when the court is when the government is building roads and you are on the road, so in order to expand the road, it will pay these people who are owning properties next to the road so that they can be able to use that road. They can't just use it and leave the people who used to own those property penniless. So in conclusion, Article 22 and 23 of the Constitution of Kenya, let's wind up. I think my time is almost up. Article 22 and 23 of the Constitution of Kenya provide a robust framework for enforcing the Bill of Rights. By granting individuals and groups the right to seek redress and empowering courts to uphold these rights, the Constitution ensures that justice is accessible and effective. Understanding these provisions is essential for protecting your rights and contributing to a just society. Thank you for watching this detailed guide. If you found this content insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Everything Law for more exploration of Kenyan's constitution and other laws. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below and stay tuned for our next video where we will dive into specific landmark cases involving the Bill of Rights. Or not, but stay tuned. and find out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with our series on Bill of Rights. Let's build a more informed and empowered society together. Thank you. Bye.